We're live. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today?
Doing fine.
Hello.
Doing
Doing
good.
all
Hope
right.
Be
everybody had
rapping.
a happy, spooky day.
It was
Uh,
terrifying. Thank you.
Yay, as it should be. I spent my spooky day on GTA RP, and my police officer arrested a supervillain.
Nice.
Nice.
Let's
Did
go.
anybody else do anything fun?
I slept all day because I was sick.
Oh,
Oh no.
the spookiest
I'm
part of spooky day when reality
I,
kicks in.
I played Homebody, and that's a legit scary as hell game. And
Oh, I
it's also
missed
really
it.
kind of a mind fuck. Yeah, it's something.
Let's go.
I like puzzles, but puzzles under anxiety, ooh, that's a different level.
Oh no.
Hell yeah.
Anybody else do anything fun? Okay.
no.
Well,
I was just vibing.
real quick before we get started, I do have something very fun and exciting to show off. Something that I have already shown to the players that you were already kind of seeing there on the screen. We finally have official party art. And it
Ooh.
looks
Yeah.
I
looks
love it.
amazing.
Yay.
It is beautiful.
It's so
so
good.
I love it so much.
This was done by their Twitter is at JanGems1210. He's a fantastic artist I go to quite often. We got Mir sitting on Athisian's shoulder, the veins in Athisian's clear arms looking cool as hell, the goat-headed Warhammer. We got Glug holding up with a very stretchy arm holding on to Gil. Gil looking dapper as all hell.
As he is always.
He looks so fucking clean. And
Absolutely.
Fervor just absolutely stealing the show a little bit there. Very bright and colorful and just jaw dropping. Okay, so hilarious little thing. When he finished Athisian, he went back and redid the sketches for the other ones because he was like, Athisian has too much detail, it makes the others not look as good. And then he goes and does that for Fervor.
Well, it does help that I was the only one that actually had commissioned art already for the campaign.
Yeah.
And
No,
he
that-
just basically copied that, which was just great.
He did.
I
He
love
copied
the-
it in his own style. It looks fantastic.
I love the boxes of whatchamacallit and doohickeys.
Yup.
Absolutely. Yes.
I love when artists don't know what to put, so they just put random stuff. I had a
Yes.
I had a lawful good necromancer that I was playing a while ago, and I commissioned art for him, and on his sword, it was supposed to have an inscription in Celestial, and until I found a Celestial alphabet for him to vaguely base it off of, he just wrote sword. Fuck yeah! It's like what a chad.
100%
love
love
that.
that.
All right. So, ooh, you got a lot of numbers, Ferber. Oh yeah, you do got a lot of numbers. Why do you have
Yay.
19 out of 21? Oh, is that your?
That's the two different ACs I have.
Oh, we're supposed to see
Gotcha.
the red number. See those?
So
ones?
the red number is my temp 8 HP, and the 19 out of 21 is I have different ACs depending on if I'm equipped with a weapon or not.
Fair enough.
Gotcha. All
I guess
right.
don't forget to hit F11 on your preview.
Yeah. Now that I've shown off the art, I'm gonna be going back and changing all of the YouTube thumbnails to that because for the most part they have just been either the world map or the outline of whatever dungeon we're in. So, does everybody remember what happened last session? I believe it's been a little while, so we might need a little refresher.
I was in Strahd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
phrase
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Phrase it. So, the party had finished up with the Wild Folk issue at the Tower of Frost. spoke with the priests there about speaking to the god that lived in the tower, but he was away on some business. So they went back down to Giada to get their pay, and the party decided to be a little bit tricky. Instead of accepting the pay that was originally offered, the items that were on offer for the job that they had done, they asked for something that the wild folk told them that Daedus Rhea had. He was willing to gamble for it, and Gil took him up on that. After a few tense games of liar's dice, Glug realized that the dice that the mayor of Giada had been using were enchanted with illusion magic, and that he had been cheating the entire time. After calling him out, he seemed annoyed but willing to play again, and had one of his employees bring out another magic item, the Eye of a Beholder, that created an area of anti-magic around the table so that nobody could interfere. This also revealed his true form, a Rakshasa. Once there were no longer any tricks being played, Gil swept the floor with him,
Yeah.
leaving the goddess of sin in the corner, incredibly upset at her high priest for losing, and earning the party a mysterious set of gauntlets. Upon attempting to leave the mayor's manor, Athisian touched the gauntlets and was shown a strange vision of walking in a procession of undead up towards some castle walls, where a apparent vampire lord pulled the sun from the sky. He then spoke with a bird in heavy armor, a Kenko, and after mentioning something about wanting revenge, he was denied and sent back, his consciousness returning to the party. I believe after that, you guys just bagged up the gauntlets and went along your way.
Mm-hmm.
You're all still in the city of Giada, with currently no real leads aside from the tower that you had spotted before, and possibly going to visit the god. What you do from here is entirely up to you. Apologies if you can hear my dog in the other room. She's decided that it's time to be loud.
Hell yeah.
Thank you for the health package. You guys are free to act as you wish.
All right, so we either go to that tower or we can do this tower.
I believe I left my water in the other room. I will be right back. You guys go and talk amongst yourselves about what you'd like to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
Good job, Gil. You did great.
Absolutely.
Couldn't have done it without you.
Oh, stop you.
No, literally. He was cheating the entire time.
Of course. No one can beat you, Gil.
Imagine gambling with a con artist. Can't believe it.
Well, in the end, we were able to outsmart him, so
Question
good
now
on
becomes,
us.
what do we do with these? Surely we can't
Well-
keep them, and we can't give them back to those that they came from.
they don't particularly want them.
We don't want to keep them. I guess we just give them to the wind god.
Can
That's
any
not-
of us even attune to them?
Well, when I judged him, I did see a weird vision.
Oh,
Yeah, basically some vampire pulled the sun out of the sky. And then this bird asked me what I fight for or something like that, and I said little bit of payback towards someone. He just instantly said no, and now I'm back.
I'm back.
It's interesting. So,
Funny, y'all want to try it. Go ahead. For not wanting to keep them, best just give them to someone that's more secure about them, possibly.
could this bird be the soul of the gauntlets then?
Possibly.
And it's looking for a worthy cause to fight for.
If anybody would like to make me either a history or arcana check, you are more than welcome to.
Gosh.
Sure. A history check. 8.
An 8 is unfortunately not enough to cut it.
Okay.
I guess just because why not?
Yeah, why not?
Nope.
You said history or arcana?
Yeah,
Yep.
history or arcana.
What's better for me? I think arcana might be better. Yeah, arcana
Both
is
of mine
better
were the
for me.
same, so.
Same.
There
Yeah.
we go. That's something
Hell
at
yeah.
least.
23. Okay, fantastic. Give me 1 second because somebody just sent me a message. Oh, looks like me alt-tabbing decided to screw up the stream a little bit. There we go.
Yep.
Should
Oh,
be
no.
fixed now.
Everything is blue.
So, Glug, with a 23, you are familiar with the concept of magic items known as fables. These are incredibly rare magic items. There are only about, I believe, 5 of them known in the world. They are weapons or items that were created when somebody proved that they were either a hero or a villain, in which case it is not called a fable, it is called a grim. These are artifact tier weapons in any other setting. They are evolving items that get stronger the more that the spirit inside trusts you, or if you do something incredibly heroic to create your own, then they get more powerful as your legend grows. With a 23, you know that the Queen of Isla Brisga, Queen Borin Brisga, has a fabled eye. The robot that you guys had met before, Atai Koto, he has one in his possession. And also Leo from Miram, the old man that you guys had met. He has one as well. There are rumors that there are a couple more, but they're spoken about in very hushed tones.
In that case, I'm gonna relay the information to the whole. So just in character, just explain what I know, too, so that everyone knows.
You also know that because these items hold a piece of the person's soul, it's not enough of the soul for the person to be resurrected through it usually, but they decide if you are worthy of attuning to the item or not.
I was just thinking, like, joking in my head, but are these actually Millennium items then? Do we have like?
I don't know
In a
enough
way,
about.
yeah.
I don't know
Can
enough
I
about
find the-
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Can I get the puzzle and just become king of games? Oh.
I don't know enough about Yu-Gi-Oh. I will have to look into it.
Yeah, I'm like,
In a
that sounds
way, yeah,
very
I mean-
similar to Millennium items.
Yeah. Now I'm thinking about that makes
Oh no, I haven't seen anything past 5Ds.
It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, that's way after the Millennium.
Oh yeah,
item.
Millenniums is just like OG
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh stuff.
Is it? For that one,
Yeah,
I
And
never,
so I'm
I
like,
never
oh,
watched.
that one of them's an eye. I'm like, well, that's just
Yeah.
clearly Pegasus.
I never saw anything past Pegasus for the original.
Oh yeah, they didn't. That was like they only touched on like what 3 items at that point.
Gotta love
Something like that.
The,
coincidences
the
like
necklace, the puzzle, and the eye.
What is it?
Because white hair guy had the puzzle, Yugi had the puzzle, and then Pegasus
Yugi
had
had the
eye.
puzzle. Bakura had the Millennium Necklace, and yeah, Pegasus had the eye.
God damn it!
And
Every time I write
Merrick
something,
had the rod. Ishizu had the. Oh no,
I don't think they had one.
Ishizu had one. They definitely
you?
had one. They could see the future with it.
Oh yeah, it was like the crown or tiara was fucking called.
Shoddy had the Ankh or scales, something like that. I don't know.
Oh
Look, there were 7 of them.
yeah, the
Yeah.
pendant, the eye, the ring, the scale, the key,
Ring, the
and
Millennium
rod,
Ring.
and the necklace.
Shizu had the necklace. Bakura had the ring.
Yeah.
every time I write something, it turns out it's already been made.
No, it's
No,
fine.
no,
there
I'm-
are no original ideas anymore. It's okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's
No, I'm playing-
originality. Goddamn.
I'm being sarcastic.
You're fine.
The last time that happened, though, was when I realized that Miram is the name of a dragon from Arthurian legend.
Oh.
Oh.
And it's also... That makes it even worse because the reason it's called Miram is because of a dragon that
Of a
lived in
dragon.
the area.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's like, damn it.
I just thought it sounded cool.
No,
Love shit like that.
It's fine.
it's hilarious. Every single time it happens, I can't help but laugh. Alright. So, what would we like to do now?
Does anyone else want to touch the gauntlets? Because I'm assuming I got a cooldown.
No, thank you.
We could all give it a try.
Glug is curious, and I guess Glug just wants to know what happens. So Glug, out of curiosity, touches it.
Hold on, this isn't like taking acid. This is dangerous. We're not just gonna have a hit and just
I
go
know.
on.
Did you say the glove
Yeah.
touches it?
Gil, are you gonna stop Glug from touching it if he does try to touch it?
I'm gonna give you a stern look. And it's like I really wouldn't do that, pal, if I were you, but I'm not your dad, so.
You're right. You're my friend, and I don't want to disappoint my friend, so I
I'm
won't
better
touch
than your
it.
dad. I'm your friend.
Damn.
Well,
It's
no,
wor- It's worth a shot.
go ahead then.
Yes. Fervor will touch.
Okay, that's hilarious. Give me one moment to DM the player because this is amazing.
Oh,
As he tapped out. Yep.
oh no.
Yeah,
We can tell when he tap out.
which is now an issue because I tend to tab in and out a lot. And
It
for
would
some-
explain why I every once in a while notice it.
Mm-hmm.
This is an item that is based on a character that another player had played in a game of mine. So I'm just letting him know because it's actually hilarious what's like going on with that. But Fervor, as you touch the gauntlet, just like with Athisian, time stops. And you are no longer standing in the halls of the palace. You are walking among the undead procession through towns that look borderline abandoned, houses boarded up, mist covering everywhere, sticking to the buildings like tar. The few faces that do meet you appear to be incredibly depressed and already given up. You march your way with all of these other undead behind you, up the hill, across the old creaky bridge, and to the gates of the castle. You see the same thing that Athisian did. You see the group of adventurers standing nearby, looking up at the vampire lord on the castle walls as he pulls the sun from the sky. Once again, the scene fades, and you are standing in a dark circle, face to face with a heavily armored Kenko. Let me just go ahead and bring his art up once again. It's a fantastic art. Just very heavily armored Kenku. Light
Certainly not
feathers.
intimidating.
Uh-huh. A maul that looks like a meat tenderizer.
Ah,
Yep. And on his tabard, a silvered gauntlet. An image that you do not recognize.
gotcha.
And as you stand there in the circle, he just kind of eyes you up and down. And in a young child's voice, timid, like shaking with fear, although the man in front of you seems stalwart. Mommy, there's a monster. And you see the grip on his maul tightens.
Oh. There's no need to be afraid. Then I'm not gonna do anything to you.
You think I'm afraid of you. Now, hand over your purse.
What?
What?
And you see him just kind of like shake his head at that last part. And then in an older woman's voice, as if she's trying to explain something, they can't make words of their own, dear. If he sounds weird, he's just trying his best.
Oh, okay, I see. That makes a lot more sense. But, where exactly am I?
You hear in an incredibly cheerful man's voice a hint of alcohol behind it. Barovia, it's a land from the greatest fairy tales. Riches beyond your wildest dreams await.
Huh.
He then raises a
Gotcha.
hand to his chest, and this one's a prophet.
You're a prophet of...
He kind of shakes his head again. Well, he starts to shake his head and then looks like he's thinking, and then kind of grabs at the tabard that's hanging from his belt. Fuck, what is this guy the god of again? 1 second. Helm, the protector, the one true god of paladins.
Protection. That's very a noble god.
He begins to kind of walk around this dark circle and just eyeing you up and down. And then in another kind of timid sounding voice, the devil's watching.
I'm gonna.
Mm.
Oh,
Who do you mean?
You. What are you doing here?
I touched upon a gauntlet and it brought me to this dimension.
And
This
what is
world.
it that you're looking for, friend?
What I'm looking for is to protect my new family. It seems we have a target on our back.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Persuasion. This is 16.
He seems to kind of like loosen his grip on the maul a little bit and just kind of rests it by his side. The infection started, but if we get to it quick, hopefully it won't spread.
Are you referring to my vampirism?
He nods.
Ah, yes. That's, new. I'm not sure how to feel on it, personally.
At that, he is going to cast a spell. And I need you to make me a saving throw. Zone of truth. What is the saving throw in Zone of Truth? It is Charisma saving throw. Or
Charisma save.
you feel as if you can choose to fail it if you wish.
I will just fail it.
You are no longer capable of lying. And now the voice of a moderately upset mother. You can practically hear the hands on her hips and the chocolate in her hands. You're not lying to me, are you?
No. While the power this gives me is tempting, I don't know if the cons outweigh the pros or vice versa, And I'm already viewed as a monster in this world. I don't want to add to that.
At that, he kind of just hangs his head a little bit and nods. So, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Hopefully standing by the sides of my companions.
Any goals or ambitions? Anything like that?
To
I'm gonna be into it. You said we were prepping. Yeah, 2 hours ago. Oh, I thought they meant prepping.
And definitely.
No. Sorry, somebody walked into my room.
oh, you're good.
Sorry, what was that answer?
To show the world that wild folk aren't these monstrous people as they come to expect them to be. Solely because we don't live in society, they deem us, not deem us, label us this way.
For the first time, you get a very confident kind of nod. And he kind of steps forward and kind of claps you on the shoulder. Life hasn't been easy for you, has it?
Not at all. But I take it in stride.
Well, I'll tell you what. You work for me, whole world of opportunities will open up to you.
Oh, yeah? I do like the sound of that.
This time the voice, more of a, you can hear what sounds like flames in the back. Kings, tyrants, they all fall. Power back to the people.
Viva revolution,
Indeed.
Viva la vida.
loca.
Living la vida loca.
That went so many directions.
Yeah.
I love that.
I do have one little condition for you.
What would that be?
You use that thing in here, and there's gonna be trouble. This time just kind of like gesturing to the bite mark on your neck.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh yeah.
so fix this is what you mean.
He nods. And then the voice of a woman on the verge of tears. I won't let them make you into a monster.
Gotcha. I'll try to find a way to cleanse this.
Then you have my blessing. I'll be
Thank you.
watching you. And with that, your vision fades and you are standing in the middle of the group. Without even realizing it, you have the gauntlets on your hands.
Oh,
Very nice.
For everybody else, it was literally one frame. They were sitting there, like, on the fabric so that way nobody would touch them. The next, they were on Fervor's arms. And here is the item for you.
oh,
Bonds of the Martyr, yep.
Gauntlets of the Martyr. Fabled gauntlets requires attunement by someone that the spirit inside deems worthy. These silvered gauntlets are inlaid with ivory and gold. On the back of the hand, there is a symbol of a steel gauntlet, the symbol of a long-forgotten god from a time long past. These gauntlets are a sentient magic item. Their strength depends on the trust they have in their wielder. They are currently cautious, the first of 3 levels. Unarmed strikes with these gauntlets deal 1d8 plus strength bludgeoning damage. They give all attacks a +1 magic damage, or a +1 magic bonus if the weapon you are using does not already have one. When you make a melee attack against a creature, you can choose to force that creature to make a strength saving throw. The DC of this saving throw is equal to 8 plus proficiency plus strength plus constitution, plus the item's current rank. If the creature fails this check, you may push them 5 feet back and follow them without using your own movement. Sentient item. These gauntlets hold the spirit of a lawful good paladin, a Kenku by the name of Prophet. Prophet despises oppressors and those who stand by while the less fortunate are taken advantage of. If you are chosen by Prophet to wield his gauntlets, taking actions against those who abuse positions of power will further deepen his trust. Taking advantage of those in need will result in him revoking your attunement. He will just take it away from you.
gotcha.
Congratulations.
Fuck.
That's actually probably a really good item for you, honestly.
That's
Absolutely, yes.
amazing.
Oh my god. Well,
So what happened? You see the bird?
Yes, I did see the bird, and I suppose they accept of my ideals. There was the condition of curing my vampirism.
Oh, well, good thing we have a favor of a god. Possibly.
True.
Let's go do that. Oh, fuck, I was about to go Nico fully there.
You
I
went.
almost went.
You did go full Nikos.
I went full. Oh, I did. Let's go over to the tower and see the god of wind. No.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, let's go do that.
That'd be a good start.
Tra-la-la-la-la.
All right. Real quick.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get us going forward.
No, you're good.
It's all good. So you guys are just heading straight to the tower?
Yeah, we don't have any other business, do we?
I don't think we do.
No, it's kind of up in the air.
Yeah, it's almost like
there's-
fully freeform, right?
Yeah, unless we want to return to that tower. That
It's
we
on
found.
the way, so.
Yeah. So yeah, we can stop by here first.
Okay.
Yeah. Just so I'm squared away. Attunement slots. It's you get 3, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
You get 3.
And there's like quote unquote slots as well, so like you can't put any other like gauntlets on. Well, now.
Yeah.
There are
Yeah.
some classes and some feats that will give you extras. Like I think that at like level
Remarkable
20,
something.
I think that at level 20 an artificer has like 6 attunement slots.
Yeah, at that point, yeah, Artificer has like 6 of them bitches, and they get like bonuses for each item attuned. And
Jeez.
yeah,
Dang, looks
Just
like you're getting a lot
all-
of attunement stars.
Just all blinged out.
That's at level 20. I don't think that's gonna. I'm not
Yeah.
sure if that we're gonna get to that high.
yeah. He already said 13 is like probably the max for this.
Yeah.
Sadly,
It will not be going all the way to 20 because my other campaign is currently at 13. And while you guys are not power gaming as heavily as the people in there are, it
I'm not
is
power
a
gaming.
mess.
I might.
Understood.
By power gaming, I just mean building yourselves in an incredibly optimal way. Not like
I mean,
not
I am
like
semi-optimal.
not min-maxing. It's not it's
At
power
le-
gaming, it's called being a wizard. My brother in Christ, you took fighters so that
He-
you can action surge fireballs and wear plate.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Maybe
so,
I should.
You
So
made
you're
it.
telling me I should get fighter and get action surge fireballs?
No, I believe.
still,
Hold on, I thought that
I
I
still
made
want
this a
to,
rule, but I guess I didn't.
it's now a rule.
I want to try because I've done this in Baldur's Gate 3. I just want to try this in actual D&D. A barbarian rogue, so my reckless attacks can trigger my sneak attacks.
Yeah, they still have to be finesse weapon.
Still,
Yeah, it's possible. It's just actually I'm
Dex
not really sure.
Barbarian's a thing.
Yeah, Dex
Can
Barbarian
be.
is a thing, but the main issue is your rage can only benefit from.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm double checking. that.
I have a question real quick about these gauntlets. Are they considered weapons or just worn?
And the thing
Vision.
is, a finesse weapon just has to be on the property, so you
So-
strength.
So, the gauntlets are not weapons. They can be used to modify your unarmed strikes, but just having the gauntlets on and holding a weapon gives that weapon a +1 if it didn't already have a magic bonus.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm giving you shit, R4.
But it still makes your unarmed strikes a D8, so
Yeah,
that's still better.
yeah.
That's better than that's like a what 14th level monk at that point.
Yeah.
11th.
Because I was just trying to think if I could make this into a monk weapon to modify that strength into a dexterity, but
Well, it's just
If
an
they're
unarmed
not
strike.
weapons,
Well,
yeah.
the thing is, it's an unarmed strike, so you can still probably do dex because of unarmed strike. So it'll be the D8 plus dex.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
Also, I'm picturing a level 20 Gil, just strapped to the nines with like attuned items. He's just straight up Inspector Gadget at that point.
I was thinking something very similar, but it was all like Gucci and like Prada. No, Prada makes like feminine stuff.
But yeah, for us non
Just like designer
artificers,
clothes.
One of those attunements need to be the Cape of Billowing.
Yes.
The best magic item.
Okay, so you guys are still planning on heading towards the. I keep calling it the Tower of Frost because that's what it's labeled as in my like notes and stuff. It's the Tower of Wind. You guys still heading over in that direction?
yeah, I think so.
Okay. At the base of the tower, it does take you a few hours to get there. It would appear that in the 24-ish hours since you were here last, they've gotten the bodies cleaned up. There are no longer the corpses of wild folk or giants outside. Where they've gone, you're not entirely sure. Now, there are the priests standing outside, and a few other figures you recognize. Looks like about 12 other people. At the front, you recognize the Blackhearts from Grotza. The ones that were holding the tournament where you all met. And quite a few knights standing behind them, wearing black armor with the symbol of the Blackhearts. They appear to be conversing with the priests that are guarding the temple, as well as a younger looking man in green and yellow robes.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, so as you approach, they kind of look over in your direction. A couple of the Blackhearts, Matthias and Brutus, seem to be very confrontational right now, like very on edge and agitated. The woman who was kind of the speaker for them at the tournament, Genevieve, looks over and gives you a soft smile and kind of tips her hat. And you recognize as you get closer that the person in green is the god of the tower. This is Bakavare, he who chases the wind. He is a man who appears to be in his mid-20s, a lot of piercings, very bright colors, and just being around him, there is a very gentle, kind of calming breeze. And as you all approach, he just kind of like gives you all a soft little smile. I'll be with you all in just a moment.
Sure, take your time.
Yeah. And the conversation between Genevieve and Bakavare, from what you can hear from where you're standing, it appears to be a little more than a death threat. There's no real other way to put that. It is Brutus and Matthias wanting to kill Bakavare and just giving him a heads up. After a few minutes back and forth of them threatening him, and him just like, you all really need to find a way to relax. You seem incredibly tense.
Mind just give me 1 second? I need to use the bathroom real quick. It won't be long.
Yeah, no worries. After just like a couple minutes of him like, no, you all need to go and relax before I have to put you all in your place. Leave my tower. This is the 3rd time you've done this, and I told you that it would be the last. Go about your way. And they kind of just go on their way. Seems like they were just coming all this way to give a little bit of a warning. After the Black Hearts and their knights have left, Bakavari just kind of rubs his temples a little bit and holds his hands behind his back as he walks up and just very calmly, "Hello, strangers. What can we help you with?"
Oh yeah, we're the ones that helped your followers there with that giant.
Oh,
Just
that was you all. You have my sincerest gratitude for helping them. While I do believe that my people were incredibly capable of dealing with them, I don't know if they could have gotten away without casualty without your help. If
No
there
problem at
is
all.
anything I can do for you in return, within reason, I am more than willing to help out.
Well, there is one idea.
And,
Stop that right now. Okay.
and what is that?
Our friend here needs a little bit of curing, and points to Drac, more pointing towards like the holes in the side of their neck.
Yeah, putting there further.
Fervor.
Fervor.
Fervor. I'm so used to seeing people like if they have like the brackets, the name of their characters on Discord.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
just turned my head because Drac, nope. I should just
Nope,
turn my
that's
head
not.
to the right where I'm looking at stream
Because that's not correct.
to Fervor there.
I see. And what is it that ails you? The figure kind of takes a couple of very long strides towards you. Their movements are incredibly graceful.
That'll just reveal my neck to them.
Oh, that is. Ooh. Ow. Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah,
Um,
indeed.
so you just want us to, like, fix that for you? Because that's not good. That's, looks infected.
If you, if you can just cure vampirism just like that, yes, sure.
Well, my paladins are able to... Oh, somebody is sending me something. Oh, somebody is just randomly tagging me in what they are having at a restaurant today. Very cool. Very cool.
Love
What
that.
is it?
Yeah,
Looks
I'm
like
hungry.
looks like chicken katsu, some sushi, cabbage salad. Looks like maybe some stir fry noodles.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
I just had teriyaki this morning, or well, for like lunch. Well, I might not be able to. That's not exactly my wheelhouse, but my clerics more than likely can. It seems like a kind of run-of-the-mill spell for clerics. Remove curse. Yeah, we can do that for you. I'd say that's a small price to pay in return for your assistance from before.
Yeah, by all means. I look to the others like you're okay with this, right?
Yeah, if you're able to use those good gauntlets. Yeah.
Those are some impressive gauntlets, a little bit heavy for my taste, but I prefer to travel light. And he just gives you all like a warm, sincere smile.
Turned into a Skyrim party that picks up all the side quests.
The thing is, in his campaigns, it's more likely than you think. There's a reason why he doesn't populate the world as much.
He's like,
Sure.
there's this tower, and then there's this tower. You also have this. Oh, by the way, yeah, no, Fervor's vampirism. Yeah, we gotta fix that. All right,
Well-
guys, some time.
Well, last time I played in this world, at this point there was like 6 of those tokens, like the quest tokens on the board.
I'll try to be better about it, damn it.
I know, I'm just giving you shit.
I keep forgetting
I love
to ask
that.
when we play. What sort of vampirism does Fervor have? Like, there's different kinds of vampires, but with 5e, I'm not sure if there's different variations.
It's a
So,
homebrew, I believe.
Yeah, it
We've
was
been in the sun quite a lot for
What is-
even a vampire spawn to be out this long.
yeah. See,
Yeah.
the thing is, I'm going off of the Grim Hollow vampirism rules and then modifying
Such
them a
good
bit.
Oh,
So
okay.
for the first few levels, the whole sun thing just doesn't affect you.
Not super aggressive vampirism where it's
Y-
like
yeah,
you
it
get
doesn't
caught this
start.
time you fucked.
Yeah.
It does get worse over time. So the more powerful of a vampire you become, or werewolf, or devil, angel, different that
See,
nature that's in
because,
book.
because she hasn't been able to feed that much, I was assuming it was going off of how much blood intake
Oh, you have to like
Fervor
drink
takes. Yeah,
have
like
to drink
Fervor has
once a
drank.
week or something like that.
Fervor's been drinking blood during combat, which has been enough for her to not go overboard.
Yeah.
Right now, the timer for it was 1 week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If she was going
Oh,
to
so this
continue to
isn't-
go further and further, like looking for the vampires that turned her to try to meet certain milestones,
Well,
then
Fervor has a very good control of bloodlust at
Some
at
donations would be
at
needed.
Spawn rank, yeah.
yeah.
Now look, I'm the size of a blood bag. I cannot donate
Yeah, you're like a
to a
Capri
hungry
Sun.
vampire yet.
Capri Sun.
There's no
Just-
respecting the pouch
Just-
with that, guys.
I
Like,
can't even bite
Just-
your neck. I just have to bite into your belly.
Yeah, like
No,
Mir's
I
a
just
Capri
got-
Sun, then
Mir's-
like Athesian just tastes weird and probably don't want to eat it, so it only leaves like Glug and
Oh.
fucking Gil.
Okay, what?
Mirror's
Okay,
a
what am I
shot
getting back to?
it played in my head so much more violently when I was brought up as a Capri Sun because I mean I
Here's a
know you guys
squish.
can all see. No, I just
Alright.
saw like Fervor trying to get the last drop and just like twisting Mir's body.
Oh,
That's what I
God.
saw in my head. I'm like,
Oh.
yeah, no,
That's
I'm not
right.
donating. I'm not
What I'm
donating.
hearing
That's
is you're gonna
wild.
be turning us into drinks. Is that what I'm hearing?
No.
Oh,
If they say it's a vampire, yeah.
If I stayed,
okay.
it was one.
Glug
Yes.
and Mir are gonna have to hide, man. We're just snack size.
yeah. So,
Travel pouches for the plane.
real quick for Glug, since you had stepped away for a minute.
Yeah.
It seems like the Blackhearts were just here to tell the god Bakavare that they wanted to kill him. And they wanted to just give him a heads up because they want him ready. They don't want an excuse. So they're gonna come
Ah.
back sometime and they're gonna fucking kill him. And he's like, this is the third time you've done this. Either do it or leave. And they ended up leaving. He was telling the party that he was very thankful that you guys came in and dealt with the wild folk, made it so that that way there were no casualties on his side, even though he does believe that his people could have handled it. And as a reward for making sure that nobody on his side died, he is willing to give you all one gift, within reason. And so far, the general consensus has been Pure Fervor's vampirism.
Gotcha.
Now, I know this would be player knowledge, but what is their idea of a cure? Is it an actual vampirism gone, or is it like they're gonna tell us how to get it cured, sort of ordeal?
I'm probably just going to cast magic.
Yeah, he had mentioned the spell Remove Curse, so probably just going to get rid of it.
Wait, hold on. Do
That's
I
a
have?
powerful, super high level version of remove curse.
Oh, it has to be that high level. Okay, because I think I do have remove curse. Or
It's technically a third level
Well,
spell, but
I mean, if it's
no
early
one.
vampirism.
oh no, I have counter spell. Never mind.
If it's early vampirism and it gets progressively worse with the
It'll be more like greater restoration.
The longer that Fervor would have it, and the further along that she would willingly go, like if she was to seek out the vampires and try to like advance herself in the bloodline and not just be a basic spawn, then it would be significantly harder to get rid of the curse. It would be less remove curse and more collect these
Wish.
things for a ritual for us to actually do this because you've already oofed yourself pretty bad.
imagine the vampire that bit her oofed their teeth pretty bad.
Maybe
It
they
wasn't
did
great.
explode into flame.
Yeah, no, she did explode into flames and die.
Oh well, I mean,
Well,
if that's,
but
if
then
that's
they
the
missed it away.
vampire, if that's the vampire that turned Fervor, I mean, can Fervor? I mean, wouldn't Fervor be a free spawn? Or would they have to kill the source?
This
of the part?
is different, basically.
Yeah,
Vampires, this book.
It's different.
Yeah, it's like a.
Gotta read this book.
Oh yeah, I can
This
hear
is-
one.
This is 5e stuff. My knowledge is 2.0 to 3.5.
Yeah.
Like when I heard you were talking to a paladin, I'm like, kind of funny, seeing as how Palor is the one who created vampirism and fucking Cursed Strahd, but okay.
Yeah.
I was listening to it. I'm like, this is kind of fucked up.
Yep. Well, if that is what you all wish, then yes, that is something that we can do for you.
I got nothing I want. Moment.
And as long as all my friends are happy, I'm happy.
There isn't very many
Gotcha.
things that I can't get on my own. And keeping my employees safe is #1 priority.
Yeah.
Very well. Please hold still while we conduct the spell. I would hate for something to possibly go wrong. And
Gotcha.
he calls over one of his clerics, who is going to prepare the spell as a ritual. Can remove curse be a ritual? I forget.
I would imagine.
It might not. I don't remember.
It is not a ritual.
Huh.
Yeah, they are going to walk over and they are going to cast remove curse on you. And it is a very painful process as the wound closes and your blood is essentially going through and killing off the disease inside of you. It is not a comfortable process in the slightest.
I'm having curse dialysis.
Oh no. And you just hear a voice in your head, Fervor. Good to see you held up your end of the bargain.
Of course.
Now that'll be about tree fitting.
God damn it.
Loch Ness Monster again.
Goddamn
just
Loch
had
Ness
to.
Monster.
Can't start on South Park. I'll get extremely sad. I don't
Oh.
have Max right now. I can't watch it.
Damn.
Oof.
I did get to watch the new special that just came out.
Oh, I've heard that was very fun.
It's the
Oh, it's the Pandaverse one, right?
yeah, the Pandaverse. Oh, it's so good. It's so stupid. It's great.
Is there anything else that you needed from us or that we can help you with?
Also, we don't have no idea where to go next besides look at the other tower.
The other tower?
Oh yeah, there's by Isla Brigza, it's like full of like, what was it, undeath? Kind of like how this one was cold.
He kind of turns around and looks to the others behind him, like the priests. Did either of you know about this? And they just shake their head.
Well, I don't think we told anyone, did we?
No,
No.
we were about to head that way.
I mean, it would be very nice since, you know, there's other clerics here that are obviously more powerful than my skills. If they had any scrolls of turn undead or ward undead, you know, something to just kind of, I mean,
So-
Channel divinities.
Yeah,
yeah.
those are channel divinity in 5e. They aren't spells, so you can't get them as spell scrolls.
Yeah,
horrible.
sadly. Your best bet if you're wanting more of those is the cleric caster item. Can't remember what it's called though. I'll find it in a bit just to share it. But
I'm a nature cleric. I don't have a deity right now.
Do you think that if I was to give you all a ride, you could try to point this tower out to me?
yeah,
All right then. Give me just a moment. I need to convene with a friend. And he is going to sit down, crossed legs, and close his eyes.
We didn't just start some shit.
we definitely started some shit.
Sounds like someone's trying to butt in on our profits and XP. Those monsters. We should have asked for a boon for this boon, okay? We did them a solid, they did us a solid. Now they want information on an undead tower. Where's our side of the bargain? I feel like information equals more money.
So,
I'm just saying.
after a couple of minutes, you hear a loud roar from above you. And as you kind of
Uh-oh.
glance up into
Oh,
the
dear.
clouds, there is what appears to be much closer to like a typical Chinese dragon, green with like little bits of blue speckling it, flying down. And Bakavari just kind of opens his eyes and looks up and smiles and takes off running in the air. Little clouds kind of starting to make little stepping stones for him as he runs up to meet this dragon halfway. He mounts it
It's a fucking dragon.
and flies it down and lands it next to you all. This thing is... It's not like as tall as many dragons, but it is long. It is like a 60-foot long dragon.
It's a noodle.
It is a very thin spaghetti. And he just kind of hops off of its back. Sorry about that. I got a little excited. This is my friend Andrafel. He's been with me as long as I've existed. If you're all... I should have asked. Are you comfortable riding dragon? Is that something you'd be
As long as
okay
it's-
with?
As long as it's good with me, I'm okay with you.
Yeah, you don't feel that same oppressive energy near this creature.
Yeah, I was about to ask that.
I don't see why not.
Wondering where the cart and the president are going to go.
Well, if that's an issue, I can always bring you right back here after you show me where it is.
Sure.
As long as your clerics are willing to safeguard our cart and the president, of course, that's fine.
The clerics kind of look at each other, and then you see them start doing rock, paper, scissors, and the one that lost looks pretty disappointed and starts walking towards the cart.
I'll have you know that the president is extremely well behaved.
How do they feel about the crab and the
The
little
eel
have-
dog.
Oh yeah,
eel in the
other-
back of the cart?
And then
and
the
the
skeletal horses.
Hold on, are the skeletal horses still there? I thought he had a
Of
different
course.
skeleton now.
I thought we just assumed off off the stage, right? Glug was keeping him alive.
Gotcha. I thought he had a different skeleton now. I can't remember.
Oh, it was the superior. The superior undead were the horses, and then the other ones were the regular.
Yeah.
Gotcha, that's right. I remember now. He specifically chose not to get the other one because it would mean getting rid of the horses.
Mhm.
Glug's
Yeah.
many adopted skeleton children.
Skeleton Man.
Glug is
Um,
gonna have an army of skeletons.
We have hold on. We have one skeleton and one zombie, right?
Yes.
We do.
Yes, and then the skeletal horses.
Yes.
Yeah.
That Glug is getting an army.
They seem a little bit like very cautious around the undead who just kind of
I'm just-
stand there.
I'm just gonna like walk up and be like, "It's okay. They're harmless. I promise." And I wink and give a thumbs up.
Why did you wink? What does that mean?
I don't.
Don't worry
Is
about
it
it.
is it a joke? Are they not harmless? What is the wink?
Don't worry. Don't worry about it.
You telling me
Yeah.
not to worry about it makes me worry about it.
They're just normal
Yeah, but you
horses. Can't you see them?
Ah, yes. Normal horses. Some assembly required.
Don't all horses?
Okay, if you again. Okay, technically speaking. Okay. There you go. Just watch the skeletons. That's fine. And he's going to do just that.
I mean, can I give him like a pat in the back? But like, since I'm short, I just pat behind his leg. Just like, there, it'll be okay.
Oh, I'm sure it will. A couple of zombies and skeletons and a horse. If I couldn't deal with that, then I wouldn't be able to. Then I wouldn't deserve my position here.
Please make sure no harm befalls upon them. They're
I
my
w-
friends.
I won't hurt them if they don't try to hurt me or my compatriots.
Thank you very much, mister.
Just don't touch Crabtholomew. He will pinch you unless you have bread. If he pinches you, I'm not liable for your injuries.
Why does the crab eat bread?
That's how we became friends.
Crabs don't
I
eat
don't-
bread. Crabs eat fish.
Do you have a crab pet? I don't think so. Don't tell me what my baby eats.
Let's get this.
It
Let's
can't
just go.
possibly be getting the. Okay. He's gonna go watch the cut, and the dragon just kind of lays down, kind of makes a loaf, although I suppose in this case it's more like a breadstick. And you just hear in a very deep voice, "Watch your hands."
Gotcha.
And yeah. You all climb on.
Yeah.
Bakavare takes his spot up near the front and is going to guide the dragon in the direction of Isla Brisca, flying very high in the air, just below the clouds. Let's see, hold on. Roll me perception checks.
Give me 1 second. My alarm went off.
Are we all rolling these? I'm sorry.
Anybody who would like to.
Dirty 20. We'll take that.
Okay. With a 20, you can spot the tower very easily. It is poking through the top of the trees. Yeah, that is all you see with a dirty 20. The journey there on the back of the dragon is very quick. Takes about an hour or so. It is a faster dragon than usual. And Athisian, one reason that you might feel very like a lot more calm around this one and don't feel that oppressive thing is once you've climbed onto its back and get a closer look, although it isn't a typical emerald dragon, this does appear to be kind of a variant of a gem dragon.
Okay. So it'd be safe to assume other gem dragons might give like a similar vibe to Athesian?
Yeah, might be a lot more calm around them, might not see them as much of an intruder. Gems, chromatic and metallic, they're still a lot more animalistic in my setting, but gem dragons are kind of above that, like higher intelligence. They're a lot less likely to just attack somebody for being in its territory. But yeah, you fly above the tower, and I'm assuming you will point it out, or well, at least Gil.
Yeah, I definitely would have pointed out the tower.
Fantastic. He'll kind of shout back to you all. Do you want to go back and get your card, or do we want to take a closer look?
I'm down for a closer look.
We're just along for the ride. Like, we didn't have to go here.
I wanted to see what this was all about myself. I haven't seen another tower since mine. I'll take you back. This feels dangerous. And he will turn around and lead you all back. Something else that you guys see with your very high perception checks. There appears to be something large moving in the forest around the tower. You can't make out what it is, but you can see trees shaking.
Oh.
And he is going to take you back to the Tower of Wind. Journey there takes about another hour or so. Drops you off. And gives the dragon just kind of a pat on the side. It flies back up into the clouds. That is highly concerning. Are you aware of what these towers are?
I think there's a theory that each of them could hold a god in it.
And now something's missing in the world.
That is precisely right.
So there's no correlation at what god's in it. Last I heard, yours was full of ice, wind.
That is also true. However, there is no guarantee that whatever god is held inside is necessarily good. It could have gotten rid of something bad in the world. I haven't noticed anything change massively. I have noticed some more storms in the north, but that is mostly my domain.
I think the theory that we were running with is either death or life, isn't there?
Unfortunately, with nothing there to show us what it is, your guess is as good as mine. But, My best piece of advice is if you are not 100% sure that you can deal with it, stay far away.
What about 90%? No risk, no reward after
Uh,
all.
Stay away, but have a backup team.
Hmm.
I know that when they came and conquered this tower and freed me, there was a saint from Frostford who sent an expedition. It was that expedition that made it to the top and let me out. I know that there are some saints living in the area, some that might be willing to help. The one who had attempted to help me before, his high priest who led it has unfortunately passed, but they may still be able to help.
And just so I'm clear, this was the same tower that Glug was drawn to. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. Might be best to avoid that for now. I don't know. It's up to everybody else.
If you think it's better to stay away for now, then
Whatever you say, good, I'm with you.
we can save that for another time.
Like I've said before, I believe this is above our pay grade. So, for now, I leave it in your capable hands in case you need to intervene.
Very well. I'll likely investigate it at some point, but I have a few other things on my hands for now. I wish you the best of luck in whatever comes your way next. I'm bad at goodbyes.
It's not really a goodbye. It's a ta-ta for now.
Okay. I'm gonna go back inside and rest. I've been flying for a while. If you need anything else, let my priest know. Ta-ta for now. Okay.
Ta-ta for now, my friend.
And yeah, he's just gonna head back inside, looking a little bit lost in thought.
I don't like how they said they were bad at goodbyes. You said it was a ta-ta for now, and they said, okay. I think they think we're gonna die.
But we're not going anywhere near there. Why would we die?
I don't know.
I mean, eventually we probably will. Unless I find a way
Eventually,
to
yeah.
cheat death.
One of the priests
But that's
pulls
for
a,
another day.
one of the priests pulls a gun because I'm killing you.
Their holy symbols just fucking morph into SMGs. They dual wield, do some backflips, fucking
the-
kill us all.
It's the holy Glock.
Fuck.
The whole-
Deflect bullets.
The holy hand cannon.
I need protection from good right
Excuse you.
now.
Excuse
Give me
you,
a minute.
Jaybird.
Give me a minute.
What?
I'll turn the cart into a tank.
I said, excuse you, Jaybird.
I
Everybody knows that the holy handgun is the 1911, 2 world wars back-to-back, God's favorite cartridge, the 45.
well, don't you worry.
I don't know,
Merc.
the Devil
Pack
Artemis
me a
universe
holy
says
hand
otherwise.
grenade.
Oh.
We just have to count to 3 before we throw it.
The Devil Artemis. My brother in Christ, he has devil in the name. Of course he doesn't represent the 45.
So, Kat, you never answered chat when they told you to give the crab a gun, like a minigun on its back.
True.
And we have an artificer, so I think that's very doable. And I think we need a tank cart and a tank,
Oh,
a little mini tank crab. And yeah,
I'm not that kind of artificer. So
it's okay, you'll get there.
I'm an alchemist. I make potions. I can give him some poison.
No, here's
Potion of
what
tank.
you do. You give the crab the potion of Ultra Self and tell him to make an opposable hand to hold
Oh,
the gun.
But why would I do that when I can tell him to turn into a mech crab? You know, like
So
one of
true.
the fucking
If I were-
golems. He'll just become a mech crab.
If I had a
Whereas-
steel defender, maybe, but that's not. Yeah, that's not
But
what
if-
I do.
But if I gave him a potion of Alter Self and he became a mech crab, then I can't sit on him because he'd be made out of filthy, stinking metal.
So true.
True.
Someone
It's
would have
fine.
to make me like a doily.
What about Ironwood?
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that works.
I thought you were saying the Iron Warriors, and I'm like, yeah, that seems like something they'd make.
Oh yeah, definitely they would.
I don't know if the party would be comfortable with Myrrh having that much firepower.
I can give the crab a vial of poison that it can then dip onto its claws and pinch people.
I can give it acid to throw.
Poison peach.
Can we just like cut out the middleman and give it acid spit, just so it can bubble spit in people's faces, just straight up
Yeah.
acid?
So we're going to turn this crab into a space marine. Got it.
Yeah, yeah.
Love that.
At this
Where would
point, I
we
just
like
really
to go
want
now?
Because some people don't realize this. Space marines can spit acid.
They
want-
can.
I just want a really cursed crab at this point.
There's also Glug's winged cat.
Where
That's
is
true.
that cat?
Cashew.
The second you mentioned Cashew just appears. Can I just like have him just materialize on top of me?
Schrodinger's cashew. It is both
Do
there
we have
and
enough
not
animals to do like a sided animal adventure?
there. I think
I
Where
we're
we
think
play
pretty
as
close.
the animals.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be the animal episode on the channel.
Exactly.
All
Alright.
crab Bartholomew knows is food and pinch.
Cashew? Cashew
So,
can teleport.
So where do we go next?
We don't currently have any contracts. Perhaps we can find some work in some of the larger cities.
Two closest ones, Frostford and Goldcrest.
Crossford it is.
We were gonna go to the tower. Now we don't get to go to the tower. And now we're going backwards.
Now we're gonna do the exact opposite we did before. We went Groza to Isla Briskin, now we go the other way.
Once we hit
The
level 10,
president
then the
literally
tower.
said, "Don't make me turn this card around."
And then turned the card around anyway.
Yep.
Let's go.
Well, our only other spot is probably like Mir.
Yeah, we were just there though.
Yeah, it was the city with the
I think that
undead.
was
Yeah,
like
you're,
that'd be one.
we helped them with the undead.
That
So
was like
Yeah.
what, 2
Yeah.
weeks ago?
That's where Fervor became a vampire.
yep.
And where
Oh,
we got our
wait.
skeletal horses.
Wait. Are we aware that there's issues in the bog with
Oh, yeah.
with Glug's people
Yeah.
and like the tyrant ruler?
Oh yes.
Are we
100%.
interested? Are we interested in trying to go help Glug's people? Is that something Glug is passionate about or knows about, or is Glug from a different area?
Glug is from the outside. He was sort of like outcasted because people saw him as like weird from like being into necromancy and stuff. So he didn't have any people that he was close with. So he was just normally
no.
alone.
So as
You
long
prob-
as we don't go to
So-
wherever that tyrant is, like Glug is at least safe. I just feel like maybe going and dealing with that would make the rest of
That would require us probably go to
No,
Isla.
Though I
we have to
think
go to Isla Briscoe
I
and then
w-
come all the way back.
I will say if Glug is aware of like what's happening, because I know he's not like fully aware. He just knows bad things are happening, but he doesn't know like the specifics.
Mhm.
If he is taught like what happened, he might be willing to try to help. Want to do something because
The main issue
So-
of going to shifting, that is an army there.
Yeah, so I will
Yeah.
I will say this. That the genocide against the Grungs has been going on for like 5-10 years. So it's been going on long enough that if Glug had ever wanted to look into what happened to his home, or like looked into what's going on there because he was curious about going back, he would be well aware that grungs are like pretty much kill on sight.
Oh, so we'd have to get him like a disguise or something.
Yeah, like they aren't enslaved. They are being like genocided.
They're getting
Oh my
gigged.
God.
Jeez.
Straight up
Oh,
Louisiana
geez.
frog legs.
Gigging them frogs. Right in the bayou.
Please don't let them hurt me, Gil.
I feel like that's something that within the campaign being the party makeup we have, that I feel like our group would be good to push for change in that, especially because, you know, it's been 5-10 years before our group was made. So I'm just saying. And we did
Yeah.
help the wild folk, and the wild folk are going through a lot of issues too. So I mean, I feel like just with the makeup of our party, it would make sense for our party to want to do something to at least relieve some of that aggression down there.
Agreed.
I'm not saying right now. I'm just
I think it's
saying
pretty
at some
common
point.
knowledge in the world that the only way that would stop is if the dude's killed.
I will also say, I don't know if you guys remember it, but you were almost the victim of an attack from the lizard folk.
Mm-hmm.
They had stopped at your cart in the middle of the night and gave you something that turned out to have an elemental in it, and you got rid of it because it was going to probably explode.
Didn't that elemental turn out to be cute and nice?
No.
Wait, what was the little elemental that we found? I don't remember if it was an elemental. The little thing that makes chiming noises.
That was
A
a
Chewinga?
that was a Chewinga. It's a completely separate thing.
Yeah.
It is also an elemental, but it is not like a harmful elemental.
It's more like if you think of Princess Mononoke, the Kodamas.
Oh,
They're just little dudes.
Yeah.
Little guys.
They're just little guys that hang out.
Just little guys.
how come all the best stuff happens when we're at camp?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's where we got that
We should
That
go
witch
camping more
thing.
often.
we got that witch thing too that I think doesn't Glug have? That
The witch dagger blade
Yeah.
or stiletto,
Oh,
whatever it's
the
called.
stiletto,
That's
yeah, the
Glug.
stiletto, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Glug
Glug.
has that, yeah.
It is in their forearm.
And that happened at camp too.
Oh yeah, you
This
have the
one
horn
time at
fog. I
band
forgot
camp?
about that.
I feel like after missions, we don't get as much good stuff as we do when something fucked up happens at camp.
Yeah. I'm just gonna
We-
move this over here.
I think we've traded like 70%, if not more, of what we're given after contracts. And then when we're in camp, we're like, ooh, that's nice.
Ooh, piece of candy.
All right, guys. I vote we just become campers. Let's just go out into the woods.
All right,
somewhere.
camper.
I feel like that's a pretty safe bet with Ursa here.
We'll just make. Well, we don't even have to make a fire. We have Fervor. Fervor can just, break her shell, and we'll stand around and we'll sing, the F is for Friends song.
I'm not gonna explode myself on purpose.
We're professional campers.
Yeah.
I can
We
just
don't
use a
need no fire.
firebolt.
Yeah, we don't need fire starters. We have Fervor.
We only
Yeah, come
roast
prepared.
marshmallows on Fervor's back.
Or I just glow, you know?
Okay, I need to ask this, and y'all might be disappointed. Last time we played, did we level up?
No.
No,
Are
we're
we
level
did.
7.
We're
We're level
we're-
7.
I never moved myself to level 7. I'm still level 6.
Oof.
I just remember looking at Druid, and I'm like, why was I looking at Druid? Because I knew I wanted a dual class, and then I'm like, am I supposed to be level 6? And then I'm looking at people's health, and I'm like, that doesn't seem right.
Yeah, we're level 7. I remember you talking about the druid thing before too.
I'll just
Getting
fix
that,
it. I'll just
getting
fix
that-
it later.
because I think you were talking about getting like Thorn Whip or something for a cantrip from
Oh,
druid to
No,
help with your vines or something.
I have Thorn Whip because I have a feat for that.
Okay.
I have a feat that allows me to take a druid cantrip.
Oh, the magic of death or whatever it's called.
Oh, I don't even remember what it's called. I'm a little brain dead right now.
That's fair. I guess
Acolyte of Nature.
ah,
That's what it is. And
let's
I
try
have
to.
Fey Touch, which one of the skills from that gets fucked up if you're a cleric, and I'm like, it's fine.
But anyway, let's try to move on. Yes.
Yeah, so are we heading to Frostford or Goldcrest or
I'm
the
assuming
Bog? Or...
Frost. I'm just
Gold.
assuming.
Goldcrest is the only spot we haven't gone to.
Yeah, but Gil doesn't like going there.
Even
But
though that's
yes.
where the best bread is.
It is.
Gil doesn't like going there, even though he's seen the reason he doesn't want to go there in other cities.
I feel like the devil on his back is just gonna follow him. I don't think it matters what city we go to.
All right, let's go to Goldcrest then.
We're gonna get bread.
Hey, yo.
It's the only place that's left that probably possibly has jobs. We've been everywhere else.
Are you
We even
sure?
went- We even went to Mystery Island out in the middle of the water. I don't
Yeah.
know.
We can't go Shifting Bog. That only lives the Goldcrest. I doubt there's anything to the far north for us at the moment either.
I
We
don't
could
remember
be
how-
pioneers
Yeah.
and find out.
What is this uncharted area next to Giada? With all the
You're
Yeah.
talking about this?
That's
That's the
Wild
Wild Folk area.
Wild folk territory.
okay,
Like
that's where we
this-
fought the dragon, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
this camp is a one of the only big settlements that they have.
Of course, you would put the wild folk in a Dragon Ball Z Season 1 starting area.
Yeah.
Well, they also have one like to the far north as well on the border.
That's where I came from.
Well, no, that's the Dire Elves.
Oh, that's Dire Elves. That's right.
Yeah. That's the direction you guys haven't gone yet.
Looked at the southern uncharted areas, so the
Well, if we
only
go-
uncharted areas we have are north.
Yeah,
There's looks like a settlement in the northwest corner.
it's probably there on the map, but not actually there.
It's
Oh.
Do we know what inhabits these mountains up here above Goldcrest?
so they're
we thought
used.
Knowles there.
So let me. These mountains over here are. It's called the Great Crag. It separates this part of the world from a northern area that doesn't have any settlements, as far as anybody really knows. Like, there are occasional expeditions up there, but no news has come back of anybody putting down something real. On the Great Crag, although it isn't here on the map, there are little settlements of dire elves. Elves that have, like, animalistic features. They are very solitary people. The snowy mountains there are actually no longer as snowy. There was a white dragon living there named Grotza that a previous adventuring group killed.
He was delicious.
Yes, Jamie.
That was yummy as well.
Is the world aware that this dragon is dead, or
Yes.
are we just assuming we? Okay. Also, so to me this looks like a tower behind Goldcrest, behind the autumn-looking forest.
Oh, right here. That's
It's
just
like
a little.
Yeah.
It's like a
I think it's just there
it's a
for
watch
decoration.
it's a watchtower.
Yeah.
Watchtower for like
Yeah.
rangers and whatnot. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
much to
few of
watch.
them elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're still like minor settlement. Well, like
Yeah.
farmhouses,
Like,
and
there's
stuff
a-
like that.
Yeah, like there's one here-ish, a minor settlement that's been getting a bit bigger. It's called Shallow Grave. It was kind of used by everybody before Giada was founded as kind of like a last place to get supplies before venturing into the desert.
So, if we can't find work in Goldcrest, since we've already been to all the other cities, do we want to see if we can get information about the uncharted area up top?
Oh, I would love to do that out of character, but that requires the DM to make a new map.
I have the new map.
Oh, you actually have the new map?
I mean,
My brother
I
in
would
Christ,
assume-
you've explored on the new map.
Well, you said you want to get a new one.
Oh,
That's why. I
wait,
s-
isn't the new map the?
That's the one with
map-
the sussy
yeah.
volcano.
I have.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
Sussy volcano.
I am not lying. That volcano is sus looking.
Yeah, no, I do have another map. It has a
Show it to us.
sus-looking volcano.
The
love
only
the
reason
sus
why I
volcano.
haven't. The only reason why I haven't pushed to go up there because I remember you said you didn't want to use it anymore.
Well, I do want to get a new one, but I'm currently broke, so
Well,
That's
you could
fair.
always just get a PNG of a volcano and just kind of,
Well, it's more than just volcano. Fine, let's go to Goldcrest and the Mir. Have the old man hire us to go up north.
yeah.
so if you guys wanted to explore that, there is the Adventuring Guild in Miram. They do a lot of stuff with that, like sending out expeditions to uncharted places.
It would probably be a lot easier to take Miram up there anyway because there's a nice clear clearing if you go over the river instead of having to traverse the mountains up by Goldcrest.
It sure
Oh
looks
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Sure looks
Sure. All right, so
There's
everyone
some
for
funky looking
explore
mushroom
north.
area though.
cool. There sure
I
is.
like the funky mushrooms.
Friendly mushroom.
Okay.
Cactus
But yeah,
juice.
let's
It's
go
the
to
quenchiest.
Goldcrest because we haven't been there yet.
All right.
I know things about those mushrooms out of character. I don't really want Mur to be in the mushrooms.
Gil, I know you're
Well,
not.
you know things about the mushrooms
wanting.
in character too.
Well, not currently though, because she's been domiciled down by Goldcrest. And remember, we talked about her not having full memory of where she came to the
Oh,
land from.
that's right. Her
Yeah,
memories.
but me with the knowledge of what could be in the mushrooms, like I want her to go there, but I also don't want her to go there.
Yeah, so approaching Goldcrest. It has large wooden palisade walls for the majority of the like inner city. But it has little just specklings of houses and farmland all throughout that area between the two rivers. There are like little shopping districts and stuff outside of the walls. Inside of the walls is more like government stuff and high-end living.
To be very clear, Gil is not going into Goldcrest. He's going to park the cart like just outside and away from other people. And y'all can visit Goldcrest. I'm going to stay by the cart.
This is. Yeah, I was actually about to address that. It's like,
Yep.
if you're not wanting to go, I'll stay with you. The others can go.
No, please. You've all been doing a phenomenal job, and you all deserve a treat. Go have fun. I'll be fine.
I'm gonna poke on Athisian's shoulder and ask him if he can take me to get bread.
Yeah.
Let's get that bread.
We need bread. It's important for character development.
Indeed.
No,
Does Glug want to come and get the buttery breads of Goldcrest?
I would love some bread.
We'll bring back some for Gil. That way he doesn't feel left
Okay.
out on our breadscapades.
Are you sure you're okay by yourself, Gil?
I'll be fine. Better here than in there.
Please don't get into trouble.
I'm gonna stay with him. Don't worry.
Okay.
It's not safe to stay out here alone.
All we need is the shady peddler to come up and ask him to roll dice for him to get in trouble.
I love that I've just put this fear into everybody of a character you've met once. And rightfully so.
I sent you a quick message, Black Cat,
Mhm.
just as kind of a reminder of things.
Fantastic. Okay. Yeah. You
I'm
guys.
assuming at least been here a couple, right? Just because of job.
What was that?
I'm assuming I've at least been here a handful of times because of nature of this job.
Yeah. And like Goldcrest is, it's not like a huge like attraction like Isla Brisk or Guyana, but it's like you don't really have all that many options. And if you want good food, you go to Goldcrest.
All right.
So there's some like decent paying jobs there, and just generally like high quality of life.
The city that Mur was hanging around for the longest time.
All right.
Was
Let's
it-
get.
Wasn't the where we all first met over by Frostford though? Or
You
was
guys-
it
Grosia.
him?
Grossa.
Yeah, that's where the
Grossa.
that's where that battle happened, right? Where we were.
Yeah, it
Mhm.
was a tournament,
tournament.
held by the Blackhearts. The guys that you just saw telling a god, "We're gonna kill you. We just want you to know."
I'm not gonna fight with
They
those
killed
guys
it-
if they
They
fight
killed
that
a Saint,
guy.
and I think they're all hard. All,
They didn't kill him. They made him wish he was dead.
I thought they did kill a Saint, though.
No, they broke all the bones in his legs.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, no,
Uh,
they fucked Demir up, but they left him alive.
Is it like a power flex?
Yes. Them leaving him alive was so that way he could go and tell people what happened to him.
all right. Let's get your bread, and then we'll see if there's any job around.
Let's get this bread. Yeah, so finding a bakery in Goldcrest is like finding a piece of hay in a haystack. They are all over the place. Everybody has their own recipes. Everybody thinks that their recipes are the best. There are some people who make who specialize in sourdough. There's some people who like
I'm looking for croissant.
a croissant.
Oh.
Croissant.
Because it was in this area, and Goldcrest is the reason. Well, besides her remembering little bits of memory from the Feywild, but would there be a shop that Mer would get bread from more regularly before she found the party? Is there a rule like that?
Probably. I don't think. I'm not gonna have you make a bread roll. That's their job.
As long as there's no magical bread, I should be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
They-
caught that
Wasting
pun.
My bread with shit.
Thank you.
Can you say the pun again? I missed it.
There's no bread roll. That's their job.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely I'd assume that as somebody who literally just kind of woke up here with no real idea of where you came from, you were probably pretty broke. So you probably went for a little bit on the cheaper end. That doesn't mean that it's not good. That just means that it's not fancy.
I liked the stuff where they would use kind of like how punchkis are, where they would just use the end of the season stuff, so the bread's sweet, but
Yeah.
not the best quality. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like lardy bread, stuff that gets you real plump.
Okay.
I want to be a fat little fairy.
All right. Make it so you can't fly. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's definitely some shops that you had frequented. There might be a slightly higher quality one that makes a bunch of different kinds of sandwiches and stuff like that would kind of take pity on you because you were kind of a vagrant and they felt bad. But yeah, there's a few different options that you remember. Getting
What
some
can we
high
do?
quality bread here, it's not that expensive. It's you can get a few very high quality loaves for 5 silver.
I'm gonna poke at this Ian and ask, do you just want bread or do you want sandwiches?
I'm fine with either thing.
Let's get sandwiches. We'll
All right.
surprise Gil. He doesn't like the city, but maybe he'll like it more if we bring it back some good sandwiches.
Yeah. So one of the shops here, they have kind of a I want to say it's a pork bun. It is bread that is stuffed with stuff and then reheated and steamed and sealed. So I'm trying to think of what that's called. I think it is just a pork bun. They've got a little bit of barbecue in there. Some that's steak and cheese. Just bunch of very comfort food.
some beef, some like Jamaican style beef patties, basically.
Yeah.
See, you
I've never
can't
had
leave
one.
it
I
up to
want
a
one.
fairy to decide what to buy because she would buy everything.
Except she doesn't like metal, so she doesn't have gold.
Yeah, that-
She doesn't have that
I
option.
I have gems. What do you mean? Actually, I don't know where my gems are. I'm sure they're all in the wagon.
They're on the
She
party
can't
loot
carry
tab. We have a shit ton of them.
So the thing is,
There's a lot of them.
not
So
everywhere
many.
knows how to make chains for gems.
See, Mer sees shiny stones. Mer doesn't see money value. So if it's
Um,
shiny, she's just gonna think it's worth whatever she's trading it for. It's a barter system, and she loses a lot.
I'm just going to give the sandwich guy like 7 silver just for a bunch of sandwiches.
Yeah, and you're definitely able to get enough to last you guys a few nights.
All right. And he'll hand one of the sandwiches over to Mir. Then my brain is dead today. To Mir, and then it's like, all right, so let's go find some jobs.
Gonna sit on his shoulder and start scarfing it down. It's almost like her jaw's unhinging like a snake as she's shoving this food in her mouth. She's not even. She's trying to talk through it. You can't understand her. Her mouth is too full.
Fantastic.
She's just happy.
All right.
While you guys are doing your shopping, there is something that kind of catches your eye. There is a bird flying through the market stalls, very low, flying towards the more expensive part of town, where you see what appears to be like an archer standing on the wall with an arm out, and the owl just goes and lands on their arm. They seem like pretty important. Like they have like a bunch of medals and stuff on their chest. They seem like the kind of person that if you wanted a job, you might want to talk to. And
Yeah, all right. I'm heading that way.
yeah.
Once we're there's like, hey, we need a job.
Yeah, and he was just kind of like standing there on the wall, just like petting the bird, who seems to have caught some kind of like a little lizard or something. And just like, oh, who's my little death machine? Is it you? Is it? Just kind of looks down. What?
I mentally say we need a job to him.
Just kind of grabs his head. Ooh, oh, don't like that. Okay. What do you do?
I hit things. We got other people that can craft shit. Just anything. We're bored.
He looks like he wants to say who asked, but is trying his best to be cordial. How about you gather up your friends and come inside of the walls instead of shouting up at me? And he will climb
Well,
down.
we're within the walls.
No, you guys are still outside of the walls. The Palisades, the market district is like outside of them.
All right.
And yeah, he will just kind of climb down, and when you reach the side of the Palisades that have like kind of a gate on it, you find that there's like an open slot there for people to talk through, and he's waiting on the other side. So, who are you?
God, I forgot the name of Gil's thing.
Merriman's Marvelous Miracle Warriors.
Yeah, we're part of Gil's Marvelous.
We were thinking of
War-
changing it to mercenaries though, because it makes more sense.
True.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say he says it. I just say the group because I'm not going to be bothered because my brain's not handling that right now.
Merriman's Marvelous Miracle Warriors / Mercenaries, name pending.
Yeah.
Give me one moment. Ursa, please check DMs.
Oh god, did he piss off this guy?
Okay, fantastic. Upon hearing the name, he kind of narrows his eyes just a little bit. Huh. Merriman, huh? Which one of you's Merriman?
He's that way.
Didn't want to come and talk to us about the job? Sent you guys instead?
No,
He to watch
he's
the
actually didn't
fight.
want us to even come here.
Interesting. His name wouldn't happen to be Gilbert Merriman, is it?
I don't know about Gilbert, but Gil.
Gilbert, that's his name? Has Gil ever told Glug Gilbert or no? I'm asking if Ursa would like
always Gil.
always Gil. Okay. I know a Gil. I don't know a Gilbert.
Gil Merriman. That is one hell of a coincidence.
What do you do?
Oh, what didn't he do? Let's start with the biggest of his crimes.
Crimes?
I'm gonna slightly like nudge Athisian's cheek and be like, "You got a pen and paper?"
Yeah, it's in the bag. He just kind of like points his horn to his backpack on his back.
I'm gonna just flop over his shoulder and start ruffling through his bag while he talks to this guy trying to find the pen and paper.
So the biggest and the most important reason why, he's not allowed here is poisoning the water supply. Being a general scam artist.
That tracks.
Borrowing money, not paying it back.
Tracks.
You don't seem like you want this job very much.
He's not
Gil,
here.
I know.
I don't think that I can, in good faith, work for someone working for Merriman.
Fair enough.
I suggest you leave.
Okay.
And he is just going to slam the thing in your face. The little, the sliding thing, so that he could talk to it.
Wow.
The shopkeepers make good bread, but the people here don't make good friends. No siree.
Nope.
He opens it again and spits through it after hearing you say that, Mayor, and then closes it again.
And
Sounds
I
like
mean,
he
can I
has
just
gingivitis.
can I just tug on to Pissy and be like, Gil isn't a bad guy, is he?
Who knows, really? I will say,
Yeah.
poisoning the water supply in a farming town, not the best of.
Well, I mean, since we've known him, Gil has grown into an upstanding person and citizen, but this town doesn't believe in redemption. They just hold on to grudges and smell bad. So it's fine.
Well,
We don't need jobs from these stinky stinkers anyway. Did you see his owl? It caught puny things.
I'm just waiting for Zach to bump in here real for a second.
Huh?
I'm just imagining he just opens it again. It's like, it's not an owl, it's a hawk.
No, it was an owl.
Oh, I thought he wasn't. What was the name of his group again?
So that was 125 years ago. And you're thinking of the
Oh.
Band of the Hawk. That's in Miram.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Band of the Hawk. Oh, I thought
Oh,
Band of
that's
the Hawk was in
Reserve.
Goldcrest.
No, the Band of the Hawk is in Miram. It was a guy by the name of Tariq. He's long dead now, but the
right.
the Band of the Hawk still is being run.
Yeah, the only reason I thought he was still alive because my brain's thinking he was like a elf or something, but I guess I was wrong.
No, he was a human. He was an adventurer who got his leg stung by a wyvern and had to have it cut off.
Oh, that's right. And then we had to save his sister or something.
No, that was in Goldcrest.
Okay, I'm
That-
combining things then.
You are. That was the mayor
Okay.
of Goldcrest, who is also Longden.
All right. Let's tell Gil where I gotta go.
Yeah, that was... His name was Dominic, and his owl's name was Ghana. And I will post his art in the chat real quick as like a little bit of a reminder for you.
That's an inhaler. You don't need that. Okay.
That's Dominic in Ghana. This is Tariq, except imagine him missing a leg.
Ah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, as we're walking back
I
up,
still
to
like
Gil's,
Dominic's art. He looks like such a polite man.
he does. Well, I see why you didn't want to come to Goldcrest now.
Yeah, because the people stink.
Is this after you guys went back to the cart?
Yeah. We're going back. We're already back at the car at this
Yeah.
point. I'm just trying to at least get us going somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Well, they obviously haven't heard of all the great things our group has done. Like, get rid of undead, help wild folk, do all the cool things that we did in Goldcrest.
There's two things.
We helped the mages, so that's three things.
No,
The mage thing is a
Mo-
secret, though.
most people don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
the mages are there.
Yeah, the mage thing is like a completely hush-hush thing.
We helped a secret order underground.
We assisted a secret order of mages that request to remain hidden.
One of them is like a
Sounds-
worldwide wanted terrorist that was dead.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
Secret Order of Mages, who asked to remain anonymous, live on this island.
Oh no.
Who has the one person that the leader Isla wants to kill more than the lizard guy.
Yep,
We did count Knowles too.
Yeah.
that's true. You did kill Knowles.
For the bad guys, one of the main bad guys for the world.
Well, we
He's
also
not a
have
bad
been
guy.
helping. We have been helping the guy that in my head canon is a giant lion tabaxi.
Which, speaking of which, near the end of session, I'll reveal the new art that he got commissioned for that character.
Is he a lion now?
No.
I'm not impressed.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
no longer impressed.
Wouldn't a lion tabaxi just be a Leonin?
Yeah, but that
Yeah,
was before
sure.
Leonin were a thing in D&D.
Oh, okay.
They make really cool looking paladins, though. They are like
Oh yeah.
sick looking.
Wait, so
fucking
before
paladins.
Leonins were a thing, like they were part of the Tabaxis, like they were
were
they were
like,
actually Tabaxi.
A racial variant.
Well, usually people chose the tabaxi as them. Otherwise, tabaxis are usually like
Yeah.
jaguars and
True.
leopards
Yeah.
and cheetahs.
I guess,
Like,
It was
I
all
guess
love.
same thing.
cats, 'cause-
I
Player
guess same
characteristic.
thing with Aarakocra.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
for the most part.
That's why
Oh,
like
God.
Owlin became a thing because
Dude.
people
Yeah.
liked owls more than basic ass birds.
Ursa, do
Um,
you remember
Your
my
screen is
Aarakocra
gone.
Kiwi?
Cat, your screen is gone. All I
Yeah.
see is our little
Ah,
tablets. It's all gray in the background.
He's probably tabbed out.
I was grabbing Leo's art because I'm going to show it at the end of the game.
Gotcha.
I was
Yes,
gonna
yeah.
mention
remember
that.
him, Walter.
So yeah, let's get out of here and head towards Mir.
Goodbye. Place that makes delicious sandwiches.
Delicious sandwiches and enemies.
An enemy. It's full of
The,
stinky.
the two main
heat.
exports of Goldcrest.
Yeah, people with stink
Stinking bread.
attitudes and delicious, delicious sandwiches.
Yup. Okay. Yeah. So
I'm
on
just
the
gonna move us over there.
fantastic. The journey between there and there takes about a day, but you're able to get to Miram before sundown.
We should probably leave the undead horses outside.
Yeah, you probably should. People
I
at
mean,
the gate
once the
appear
Oh,
to be
I was gonna
very
say-
on edge.
Wait,
What
about us
happened?
or in general?
I think
Sorry,
in general.
just in general. What were you about to say, Ursa?
I was gonna say once the group came back from Gil would just be like working in the cart on whatever. But it's like, so find everything you were looking for?
Yeah, we got the bread.
I'm
Oh.
just gonna shut up. I'm just gonna be like, is your name Gilbert?
As they're questioning Gil, I hand my notes to Athisian, and then I ruffle in his bag and grab a sandwich and give it to Gil. You're gonna need this.
I'm sorry we learned your secrets. Have a sandwich.
Your name is
Uh,
Gilbert.
Take
The
the
darkest
stands
of
like,
secrets.
no. Name's Gil. Always has been. Always will be.
Gil, what
Ah.
is this about Gilbert poisoning the water?
Don't worry about it. Where to next?
I think
Yeah, we're
Gilbert's an
going-
evil cousin.
We're gonna go see Leo, I guess.
Sounds like a plan.
You didn't do anything bad in the past, did you, Gil?
Everybody's on board. I'm gonna crack the reins and we're gonna move.
I'm gonna
Do I need to insight that, or is that an obvious? Like, yeah.
If
I'm gonna flutter down by Glug and be like, he wears a bowler cap.
that
Bowler
is
cap man can't do nothing bad.
Oh.
and Athisian, that is entirely up to you.
That was more of a question towards Gil. I guess.
I don't think he's trying to hide it. He's in a very much I don't
Yeah.
want to talk about it kind of mood.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. It was like a very obvious kind of
Mhm.
thing. Yeah.
No.
All right, let's get going then.
Yeah.
Okay, Glug is just gonna have a concerned look for Gil and just like wishing him the best, but like he won't say it because he doesn't want to like intrude on Gil. At least not yet. Like from what he knows, like there could be, like in his mind, it's like thinking there has to be a reason why he's doing for what he's done. So
Well, I mean, besides his gambling problem and his bubbling water, we all
His
know
cabbage
Gil
water.
is upstanding and caring and gracious with money.
I am. I pay fair wages, thank you.
When Glug stole that whole bag while you were gambling and went and bought all the candy.
Besides, if we're going to Miram, it'd be nice to get some items at the collector there.
The collector had left before you guys left the
Probably,
last
yeah.
time. No, like
I think
you
there's still
guys,
possible.
I mean, it's
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
possible
yeah.
that he's back. I could roll something
mean,
and see
like-
if he's returned.
Yeah, I guess that'd be nice. But I was also just thinking, like, think there's generally also possible magic items in the area just because it's near Isla. Because there's also the mercenary band that
Yeah.
located here, so they would have things they would want to buy.
Let me go ahead and roll something, and we'll see if the collector is here. But otherwise, yes, there are still just magic item shops. Okay, I was wrong. The collector is here again.
Yay.
He's gonna be just a warning to Fervor. He's gonna be oogling those gauntlets.
Yes. I kind of figured that.
Just a warning to the party, Murr's gonna offer him a sandwich because he did give her moonstones very cheap.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
But you guys don't realize that yet. As once you guys approach the gate, instead of just like some simple questions and being allowed in like it had been previously, like a mostly open door policy for them, they have people like stationed to check over wagons and stuff. And as you
Alright.
approach, they have quite a few people with like spears just down below the gate, and as you approach, they just kind of hold up their hand. By order of King Leo Edmund II, we are now required to check over all carts that are going in or out of Miram. There have been attacks recently, and security has had to be doubled in order to make up for that.
Text
Please.
like in Brigza.
What was that?
Like attacks has happened in Brisga, I mean.
Yes, there have been attacks coming through towards Isla Brisca, and we are doing our best to keep our people safe.
All right.
Now, you can either choose to turn back now, or step off of the cart and let us search it. Does anybody stand against them and not let them on the cart?
I think Gil just kind of like glares at them for just a minute, and then just like, "Oh, sure, absolutely. I have nothing to hide. I hold family recipe, except though, please keep that secret."
I'm
I'd
gonna
like to
tell Gil
imagine he's-
remind them to grab his friend, not food.
I'd like to imagine
That's
that
good.
minute is just him thinking about if there's anything illegal in the cart.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
And we're just, nope, everything's accounted for. Yeah, so they are going to search through the cart, doing their best not to break anything. A couple of the guards standing by, weapons not at the ready, but kind of keeping an eye on you.
I am attempting to sell the guards some tonic.
Of course you are.
I'm
Please.
just trying to focus on where that dragon is.
Yeah, you feel it. Please go
With all
ahead and roll
this-
me
with
a
all
performance check.
I'm gonna help. Unless there's needs help, I'm gonna be helping Gil pitch his tonic.
With all
Fantastic.
this cart checking and guarding, it must be rough hours for you. If you need something to keep yourselves awake and alert, I got just the thing.
And then I cast Prestidigitation to make it sparkle.
Is that so? What does it do? And
It
please go
does
ahead
whatever
and...
you need it to. It's an all-purpose tonic. In this case, it's going to help your perceptions.
Interesting. Roll me a perception, or not perception, a performance check.
Persuasion, performance, or persuasion.
Either or.
Okay, I'm skilled in both. I'm not really performing. I'm just trying to convince them. So
Okay.
it's the same number. It's just
And
dirty 20.
sorry, with advantage because you're being assisted by Glenn.
Sorry. So possibly better. Yep, 24.
Hell yeah.
Well, assuming that you don't have anything illegal on that cart, I'll take
I assure you, it's all natural.
I'll take 4. Another guard who's looking through the cart. These things in here? Think I'll take
Sure
3.
are.
Think I'll take 3.
Excellent. It's a gold apiece. So that is 7 gold.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Just make sure to follow the instructions on the bottle. Of course, the instructions are very fine print.
Yeah. Just, oh, fuck me. My eyes aren't that good. Guess I'll just wing it.
Yeah,
Um,
it's an all-purpose elixir. So if they do try to read it, it's basically just says to use it as instructed wherever it's needed, either drinking or applying wherever. It's usually like a certain amount of time. Just arbitrary like instructions that like make it not even worth the effort.
apply for exactly 324 seconds and then immediately clean it off before it has any time
Rub
to set.
counterclockwise in affected area 3 times, then quickly shift to counterclockwise.
All right. They look through the cart and don't find anything too suspicious. They do seem a little bit surprised by the amount of magic items that you have on you, but adventurers are not the least common thing.
Yeah.
And you are allowed through.
If ailment persists, see Appendix A, and that's when you see like the pull tab on the front of the bottle that folds out into a bigger like piece of paper with even finer print.
Like a full-size poster of instructions.
Yes.
Wait till Gil gets his dimensional pocket and starts hiding illegal shit.
All right.
I mean, there is a secret script kind of spell for that.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Let's get this
And
gold
then
stuff converted while we're here.
That's fair.
yeah, you guys are able to convert any coins that you want while you're here.
I'm just going to do that to the copper and silver.
Okay.
I will fling a gold coin at Glug and thank him for the work for the assist.
Ooh, thank you, Gil.
Ooh, you guys have a pretty decent amount of coin.
And then we
Alright.
also have
Yeah.
90 platinum.
Ooh, fantastic.
I'm
Yeah,
just write that as well, just because that's here. Keep track of. It's all gold.
so you
That's
guys
now
Yeah.
are
900.
you guys are in the town. You are free to do whatever you would like. 1800 platinum is 20 gold, I believe.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, we had 90. So
Was it the mayor that we
I just did it.
interacted with last time?
it was the
The
king.
king.
The king.
King
I didn't know
Leo.
what like level of like hierarchy we had here. I wouldn't mind visiting the king and seeing how he's doing.
I was wrong, Jaybird. It is 10 gold. I don't know why I thought it was 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to try to visit the king, he is probably in his manor.
Okay.
So
We can
heading over
attempt to, but
there.
seems things are intense.
Yeah, things are pretty tense. As you approach the manor, his son is still standing watch. As silent and as edgy looking as usual.
Sup,
Re-
third? Where's the fourth?
Third.
Third, yeah.
I just checked the handouts.
Yeah, he's Leo the Third.
Greetings, Your Highness. We're here to see your father if they're available.
Yeah, he's inside right now talking to Briska. I would.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'd approach with caution. She seems like she's in a mood.
Isn't she always in the mood?
I see you've met her. Yes, she is.
All right.
Okay. Yes, you are allowed into the place because you are trusted by Leo. Word has gotten around that, like, you guys have done quite a few jobs for him and helped personal friends of his. You are trusted people in Mira.
Yeah.
And so,
Partially kind of want to find out what he did with that seed I gave him.
yeah.
That's. Please don't take that out of context.
I've taken it out. Pumpkin's too late.
So first of all, this is, you've seen her once before, but as a reminder, this is Queen Borin Briska. Some small changes from the art here is that half of her face is covered in burn scars. One of her eyes glows a brilliant blue, which from Glug's check at the beginning of session, you would know is her fable.
Ah,
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it's
Fable
actual.
Sans' eye.
Oh, no!
Kind
No!
of, yeah. Actually, now I'm thinking about kinda, yeah.
oh my god, it is.
Glowing
Okay,
blue
okay.
eye.
Because Freya's eyes were very bright blue.
I'm finding.
I cannot believe her.
I'm finding the actual thing. God damn it.
That would have been in which? That
No.
was.
I'm finding the actual eyes that it's based off of. Has
Yeah,
anybody
oh,
here
okay.
seen?
Wait.
Has anybody here seen the show Blood Blockade Battlefront?
No.
Oh, I've seen some of it, but I know what it is about. I know basically what it's about.
These are the.
It has the
Oh, cool.
best
Oh,
ending
shit.
in anime history.
Yeah, those are the eyes. It also shares
Oh,
the
yeah,
same.
Cool.
That's
also shares the same
Leonardo.
Yeah.
Leonardo Watch, right? That's the main character's name.
Yeah, and the fable also has the same name, the All-Seeing Eyes of God.
Nice.
What's it called?
The All-Seeing Eyes of
Blood
God.
No, the anime.
Oh,
Blood Blockade Battlefront. It's good, and the first ending is the best anime ending. Do not at me.
Alright.
The Japanese name is also Kekai Sensen.
Okay. I might check that out later. That looks cool as hell.
Yeah, it's really cool. They have like different abilities using their own blood. It's super cool.
Neat.
And sitting across the table from Borin Bliska is the brand new art of Leo Edmund II.
Hey, he's a lot
mustache.
thinner
Hell
than I
yeah.
remember. Yeah, I
Oh.
envisioned. But what a hell of a mustache!
Yup.
Let's go.
I like
He
to think
looks-
that get.
So nice, but he also looks like he belongs in a Monty's Python sketch.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does. He does.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Straight up, he's holding
You're
a holy
king.
hand grenade. We don't even know, but in one of his pockets somewhere, there's a holy hand grenade.
Yeah,
That's so
it's a
good.
pair. It's a pair of coconuts.
Wait, does he actually have a Pseudo dragon?
That is a dragon wormling. This is a picture from.
At this point, it wouldn't be a wormling.
It's
No.
Right? It
just
would just be young.
Yeah, it is,
At least.
but you don't know that in character. But no, it is
Oh, I
a
know-
it is
I
a
know in
dragon
character.
wormling. At this point
Well,
in
you
the
have
story,
this
it is a
tiny
young
dragon.
dragon.
Well, I didn't vote for you.
Help! Help! I'm being oppressed. Strange women
King Leo
lying in
doesn't seem like
swords.
the kind to oppress people, so.
Strange women
Alright.
lying in ponds distributing swords is no basis for a system of government. All right. Yeah.
That's
As
pretty
you enter, they appear to be in a very heated conversation. With Borin Briska tearing Leo a new asshole.
No, knowing Leo, he's probably nope. I won't help.
Talking about how you are a disgrace of a monarch. Emergin would not have stood by and let this happen. Raji marches on my borders across all of these lands. He bombs my cities, and you still choose to remain neutral. What happened to the alliance that we had? What happened between you, I, and Cyver? Was that worth nothing? And Leo just kind of sitting there with his hands folded. The good of the people of Miram is my one and only duty. They are the only people that I am responsible for. You picking a fight with the Shifting Bog is none of my concern. I must put my people first. And she flips the table, and you see her reaching for a knife before, like, a few nearby guards kind of put their hands on their swords. I recognize that you're in a very difficult situation, but I would recommend that you calm your temper before you do something you will not survive to regret.
Shit. That's intimidating as hell.
And for a brief moment, Leo the Third, who had kind of escorted you all in, you can see as silver dragon scales go and start covering his skin, as his eyes kind of narrow into more draconic eyes glaring at her. Leo just kind of raises a hand and just, everybody calm down. We'd hate for you to be on a war on two fronts, now wouldn't we? You'll get what aid we can spare, and not a grain of wheat more. And Borin just kind of, once again, you're a pitiful excuse of a man. It's a shame that you're the one that was left in charge. And she goes to begin marching out. And as the door slams behind her, Leo kind of, now without a table to rest his hands on, just kind of rubs his temples a little bit. Looks up to you all with a faint smile. I'm sorry you had to see that. What can I help you with?
Seems like we keep
Fine.
coming to you in bad timing, huh?
Such is the nature of a king.
Governing is not easy work. That's why I went into sales. I'll just kind of like nudge Glug. It's like, hey, you mind helping with the cleanup there with the what's the magic?
Well,
I was hoping that Glug could like press the digitation,
Oh, yeah.
the table and everything.
Oh, I can do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, just
I
kind
just
of,
flip the table back.
yeah.
I will press the digitation the table.
Clean up the mess.
Ta-da!
Yeah, just kind of clean up the mess.
I will make sure. And then I'm also, and I'll. Can I also use? I'm gonna also use Mage Hand to like pick up anything that needs to be dust under, and just like organize things with Mage Hand.
Yeah.
So I'm just using the combination of these two to just clean things up.
Well,
And just the entire time, he's like, oh, well, no, you don't have to. Oh, no, we'll clean up the. Oh, well, I suppose I should thank you.
but anyway, we're mostly here to find some work. Ideally, looking up north to explore, but if you got any better
One second, I got somebody messaging me. Alright, sorry, what did you say?
we're looking for work. Ideally, we want to kind of explore the north, but if you got better ideas, we're up for it. We just finished our businessing with the gods down there in the south, basically.
Interesting. Well, if you're looking for work in the north, I would recommend heading down to the Band of the Hawk. I hear that they were prepping for an expedition to check out some ruins they had discovered up there. I don't particularly have anything going on up there. I've been meaning to introduce myself to the new king of the Dire Elves. Perhaps you could deliver a letter for me, but that's not too far north.
Personally, I don't see why not. What you think, Gil?
Seems fair to me, as long as the price is right.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that's Family Feud. Shit, never mind. I just realized I did the wrong game show. I don't know how the Price is Right theme goes.
Oh yeah. Also, while this is all happening, I am somewhat eyeing the sun a little bit at this point.
Yeah. At this point, the scales are gone, and he is back to being kind of just grim and serious. I do apologize that you had to see that. She's very on edge. I wouldn't hold it against her. She's also just kind of a bitch, so it's kind of your choice.
And she's in reasonable stress at the moment. Anyway.
Oh no, she's always been grouchy.
Oh, I've heard this. Sure.
100
Especially
years
now-
has done her temper no favors.
Indeed. And we might as well share this with you. You'll probably heard that. Not just the shifting bog, but now that tower's in their territory. A lot of stress.
Now, that is the first I've heard of that. I would recommend that you don't go telling many people about that, otherwise there's going to be a lot more people caught in the crossfire of this conflict.
This one, I'm sure they've at least seen it.
Well, if they did, I haven't heard anything about it. But we are not on the greatest of terms, as you can relatively plainly see.
What was that going on with the shifting bog? Is there something new going on?
I was curious about that myself.
They-
Something about her starting something with them.
About a week ago, there were a group of travelers that came through. They unleashed elementals in the city. The death toll was in the hundreds.
Oh.
It was the first act of what I can only assume is going to be all-out war. She is gearing up her regulators as well as just standard militia, and preparing for some kind of a counterattack. She was hoping that I would throw in some troops, but I need to worry about my people here. I must thank you for helping my dear friend Atai. He told me what you did. He also told me what you saw. And if they're sending more angels after him, it's only a matter of time until they start attacking the people close to him. So I need my people here.
Makes sense.
Agreed.
Any other people we expect that might be being attacked we should possibly know about?
I'm
So we
sorry.
can probably avoid or help.
I'm sorry, what was that? You kind of started to cut out a bit.
Any other people of note in case we run across that we should possibly avoid or help with the case?
Yes, yourselves.
That's a good point.
You saw something that it is unfortunate that you saw. Both the attack and Atai's trump card. The one that has had him mostly unconscious until a couple days ago.
Guess we need to get more armed with some of those and look semi towards Fervor's gauntlets.
I would highly recommend that you get yourselves ready, as if they're as tenacious with you as they have been with us, you can expect some angels to attack you at any moment. We don't know who's sending them. Sometimes they're familiar faces, sometimes they're new, so we're unsure of their number. It seems like killing them isn't enough to actually kill them. It just sends them back to wherever they came from.
Would it be safe for me to assume they'll work like fiends?
Yes.
So it's more like take the fight to them if you want them permanently gone.
Either that, or treat it as an annoyance and be prepared for it.
Understood.
Love. Well, I guess it's time
Aside-
for us to either get very famous or get lucky on looting.
Aside from
Oh.
that, the only people that I can think of that would be attacked are more than capable of defending themselves. Any of them who go after Cyanrath. Sorry, that's his old name, out of character. That's the... I have to remember what we changed his name to, because Cyanrath is the name of a NPC in Tyranny of Dragons that the character was based on.
Gotcha.
I guess whenever he says that, Athesian does look a little riled up, I guess would be the word.
Yeah. That's right. We decided that he would just be referred to by his title. The only one that I believe they would go after, I'd be more concerned about them if they tried to tangle with the Butcher in Blue. He is a monster. He is no longer the man I considered a friend.
Yeah.
There's also Yami, but I don't know where he is any longer. But they can handle themselves. I'm
I
sorry
think
that you've
everyone
been
they would
dragged
give up on him.
out of everyone there. I think that you need to worry about yourselves. I'm very sorry that you had to get dragged into that.
That's part of the job.
Out of curiosity, would you like us to go in your stead for the shifting bog? It would get them off your back.
It would ease tensions a little bit. I will not ask it of you, but I would be in your debt. Someone has to stop Raji. I don't know what's been going on as of late, but he has gotten far more aggressive.
What do you all think? Gil?
It's not what I think. And I'm going to look down at Glug.
Me?
We're going into dangerous territories for you, my friend. One where you could very much lose your life. It's up to you. I'm not going to put you in that position if you don't want to be.
Didn't we get a house, guys? Am I doing another?
Well, as long as I'm like disguised, I'd be fine, right?
It's possible. But if that disguise drops at any point, then it is highly likely that they will go after you. You will become the priority target.
It's up to you, Glug.
Yeah.
Now, you don't have to if you don't want to, but I can assure you if you do, we'll do everything we can to protect you.
You will?
Of course.
Everyone? I'm gonna look at
Yeah.
everyone with my eyes.
Of course.
Yeah, they're good. They're due for some crumping down there.
In that case, I have faith in everyone,
Right?
and I will risk going. Because I believe in my friends.
Next episode, the
The
gang
power-
kills Glug.
The power of friendship. Yeah, just a flashback or a flash forward scene of Glug like being roasted on a fire.
Well, we do need to keep ourselves energized, and we do need food.
All right. Well, I guess let's get geared up and I guess talk to Brisga a bit there.
She's
Thinking more
likely
of a-
staying nearby. I don't think that she would leave this late into the night. I don't feel like getting chewed out mentally, so I'm going to wait until the morning to send for her.
All right.
I appreciate this.
No problem.
Is there anything that I can do for you all to make up for this kindness?
Sim and Gil have a few ideas, but at the moment we're at least trying to get more armed.
Well,
Sure.
I'll let you in on a little piece of information then. Raji, the warlord of the Shifting Bog, has been a jealous man for as long as I've known him. A greedy man constantly looking at what others
Hold on.
have and trying to find ways
Oh.
to take it.
Just mind giving me a sec. My food has arrived.
Yeah, I'm sure that.
Yeah.
Makes sense. He rules a bog. Hard to grow or produce anything there.
We'll wait for a minute for Walter to come back, just because we're near the end of session, and this could be more like important information.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And also, I'm sorry. I keep trying to push us in a direction and stop the
No, it's
other
fine.
character.
Progression
It's all
is
good.
fine.
We haven't
Yeah, I
played.
know.
We haven't played for like a few weeks, so it makes sense that everybody's like a little
yeah,
bit
yeah.
unsure of where to go to continue immediately.
Trying to find a direction, and here we've
Yeah.
found at least 3.
Trying to
Yeah,
find
we
it,
had like 2 at
specifically
least.
trying to find the direction and also not step on other people's toes and talk over them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because no, ideally, Gil's more the phase, but I know I've been talking more, and I just don't want to step on toes.
No, it's fine. I don't mind at all.
Yeah, you're all good.
I don't want. Other people deserve to be in the spotlight too.
Oh,
so-
yeah.
Yeah.
What you laughing at, tabbed out boy?
Oh, so in Miyagi's GTA RP server, they had a Halloween event where you'd go trick or treating at certain buildings on the map, and they would give you things. Some of these things were like illegal weapons, like heavy pistols, Desert Eagles, knives, like unlicensed weapons. And somebody just posted a picture of a Twix bar that's broken in half, and there's just a Glock sitting in between it. But it's like, this is what happened during Halloween.
Gonna sound broken, but I pushed myself to stay up for like 10 hours, while being extremely nauseous, to just do the trick or treating, and I have over 24 weapons, half of them being 50 cals and half of them being heavy pistols.
Hell
And then
yeah.
I also got 6 suppressors. And then I don't know if you saw the post where they're like, the cops will buy the guns back. They're buying the guns for $100 a piece, and I'm like, when it takes
$100
one
a
of those-
piece?
So you remember when you gathered all that stuff, and that only makes like 4 guns, and you were in there for like 4 or 5 hours just grinding, and I'm over here, like, you think that criminals are gonna go for $100?
Yeah,
Nah.
no.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna happen. I have a whole
Mm-mm.
armory just chilling. So
Yeah.
Chilling like a villain.
I was on there all day yesterday. I got to go on my first solo ride on my PD character. And I've been hitting the gym with him and maxing out my stats, and oh my god, does it make a huge difference.
the sprinting is ridiculous. But the
Yeah,
thing
no, I
is,
can run from the gym to tuner shop without stopping.
Oh yeah, I feel like they nerfed your energy for that, for if you don't go to the gym and stuff. And then today I got a message from an officer too, asking about
Oh, so
Nava.
I'm back, by the way.
Hey,
told him
perfect.
It's all good.
I was like, I barely have enough energy right now to play DOS or do anything. I was like, so we can just shelf Nava. I said, I'll try to come back to the police academy shit later.
Yeah.
Like, I get
Okay.
on and I'm on DOS for like a half hour and I'm motion
Well-
sick and so bad.
We'll talk more about it like after stream and stuff, because we're gonna be wrapping up pretty soon. Right, where was it? Raji is a jealous man, envious of other people's positions, always grasping at more power. That is why we call him a warlord, for he is no king. In the process of this, we believe that he has been attempting to find a way to create his own fable, which they are very dangerous items. They are manifested by doing an act of incredible selfless good in the eyes of the public and having them see you as a hero. On the other side, there are Grims, where you perform horrible acts and the world sees you as a villain. The Butcher in Blue has one. And
Yami did too.
yes, but nobody knows what's going on with Yami.
That's true.
We believe that he may be in the process of trying to make one, which means that he is going to continue to ramp up his efforts, and his attacks are going to get far more brutal. We need to put him down fast, or there are going to be many lives lost, and we may lose one of the settlements.
All right.
I'm
You can
unsure
count
of
on
what
us.
I'm unsure of what kind of a deal he's made to have access to these elementals, but it's not good. I would recommend that you get your rest for the night. I'll send for Borin in the morning and have her meet you by the gates. If you have any other preparations that you need to do, I'd get them done before then.
All right.
And I thank you again, my friends.
Think nothing of it. Happy to help.
I need a drink. And he is going to get up and walk towards a different room of the manor.
Poor guy's trying his best.
Indeed. I'd hate to be in his shoes. But looks like we found ourselves something to do.
Indeed. Now we have to figure out a way to make sure Glug doesn't get hurt.
Do we have a disguise spell
Hmm.
scroll?
So,
Or
If-
something? Disguise spell?
We
Yeah.
could probably find one, but I do also have a side idea if necessary.
I have disguise self, but it only works on me. So
Yeah.
So.
You think
So-
we could talk to Leo?
Wait, I
about
had the
it?
Gemini mask.
Yeah, I was about to say, didn't we have something that allows you to
Yeah.
do something like that? I just couldn't remember what
Yeah, I
it
have
was
the
called.
Gemini mask. Hold
oh,
on.
That's right. That's right.
I just couldn't
That's
remember what it was.
perfect. Oh,
Right, it turns you into like someone in the group, like someone you've seen, right?
yeah,
Yes.
something like
Hold
that.
We've
Because
seen a lot of
should be in loot.
It's like their
One
twin
rich
or
item.
something.
This half mask remains securely on your face thanks to its full width diadem, which extends from the mask around the rest of your brow. It functions as a hat of disguise. When you use an action, you cast the disguise self spell from the mask. You can choose to appear identical to another creature that you can see within 60 feet of you. When
Okay.
you can appear up to 3 feet shorter or taller.
Yeah, so
to
it's
match
like,
target's height.
Which is also different from the regular disguise self.
yeah, it's a more limited disguise self, but it's infinite.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
I also get twin sense for the duration of this version. For the duration of this version of this spell, you gain the following benefits: you always know the general direction and distance of the other creature from you. When the other creature makes an attack against a target, you gain advantage on the first attack roll you make against the same target before the start of the creature's next turn. You can use an action to see through the creature's eyes and hear what it. Okay.
Yeah,
That's-
there is
yeah.
good shit with this. It will be very helpful for this.
I just
It
Yeah.
will be
I just had a
incredibly
funny
helpful.
thought. If you use that to turn into Gil, but don't change your size,
You can be his son or something.
That'd be a
just
mini
like
kill.
like brothers, but like there's Gil Merriman and Lil Merriman, like
Oh,
LIL.
Little Merriman.
Lil Merriman.
Gil and Lig.
Okay, can I do that then? Can I disguise
definitely-
myself a Little Merriman?
You definitely
Lil
can.
Merriman.
I love that
All right.
so much.
You definitely can. So, moving forward, I want to ask before we do go like fully into this little plot line, how in depth do we want this war to be? Like,
I don't know what you mean.
So I had planned on doing this for a previous campaign, and people didn't want this level of micromanaging. Where I'm willing to like create different generals and stuff for both sides,
I
who
thought that was
will
just-
each be going like about their own plans instead of it just being like scripted things. And you guys will have the ability to go and like interfere with them or assist your own,
Hmm.
and we just see what you guys pick and how the war progresses like that.
Is there a way that we could have like the option for something like that later? Because the way I see it is that we're just like hired like mercenaries. We
Yeah.
shouldn't be like in charge of armies or like things like that. We go in there and we clean up whatever needs to be cleaned up.
Yeah,
Fair
I was
enough.
thinking
What
like
we're
we
getting-
just do what we do with like R4's games of army. We're
Yeah,
just
so
there
for-
to be elite squad and get out.
Also, I kind of like the idea of like there's this war and there's these generals making all these plans and we're just random people just coming in just like messing stuff up.
Yup.
We're just violent janitors.
Wild card.
Violent Janitors is a pretty badass band name.
I was gonna say that was the name of my band in high school.
Love that. Yes.
Alright. So,
Also,
With-
I really like the funny idea. It's like, oh yeah, let's go to the bog and see if we can stop this war. We'll be fine. And it's like Always Sunny title, like the gang gets Glug killed.
yup.
Well, I mean, between Gil and Mur's healing, and then when I put this
Right.
level in there.
Oh yeah.
So another thought I also had, in addition to the disguise self for Glug, is if Glug is riding on Fervor's shoulders, they have the Cloak of Elvenkind. So pulling up the
Oh.
hood and being obscured.
Yeah, we got ways
Okay.
we can hide Glug. for sure.
Yeah.
We can also put Glug in his water barrel and put a
True.
lid on it, and
True.
then it'll just look like that's water for Gil's tonics
That's a
to get him in
good
and out
idea
of
too.
cities.
That is a really good idea. Yeah.
Just put Glug in a bucket. I'm sorry, Glug, you don't get to participate. You'll die.
No, it's fine.
I mean,
No, I'll just stay in my Glucket.
We'll call up
That's
the super
cursed.
secret magic school and ask if they can babysit.
oh my goodness.
That's Kurt.
We're sending Glug to college.
At least, at the very least, hidden behind the cloak's
Wait,
hood,
you
you could
say
still
that-
cast your magic and stuff.
You say that, but that was an actual plot line in a campaign I played for a minute. We wanted to send an NPC to college.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hamza. Yes.
No, well, also Hamza, but I meant Crucible in Talos's game with
Oh.
I can't remember who. You went through a few different characters, but the first game we played with R4 with Talea,
I haven't had. Oh, Talea. Yeah, that's right.
where he wore a
How
man.
can-
He won. I just oofed my words so hard. Where he wore a corpse like a backpack.
Yes. What is your name?
Yeah. If a creepy cat ever asks you your name, friends, don't answer.
Don't.
But that is where we're gonna go ahead and end our session for today. I'll put some stuff for shopping in the chat because I know that we had asked about that for a minute. But we're
Yeah.
getting a little bit late.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and call it. Let's find someone to throw a raid to.
How much
Yee.
gold and gems do we
Uh,
got?
I
Oh,
don't know.
Cayman's on. Cayman's streaming Baldur's
Hey,
Gate.
Cayman.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
that's perfect.
Yeah, we'll throw a raid out to Cayman. He's currently playing as Gary of the River.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it's the Wish version of Garrett of
Alright.
the Witcher guy. I can't remember his name.
Oh, we have that much.
Continue.
Geralt of
Anyway.
Rivia.
Geralt,
That was-
appreciate it. Thank you.
I had a lot of fun today, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for playing,
Yeah.
everybody.
I am probably gonna head out now because I have not eaten all day. I've been sleeping all day.
Go get something to
Go
eat.
eat.
Go
Go
eat.
eat.
Bye,
Thank you,
friends.
guys.
Bye bye.
Bye.